Hi, my name's Simon from Motodrome. Now today we're going to take a walk around and a drive of this L registration Jaguar XJS 6 litre coupe that you can see lurking behind me here. Two videos, one walk around, one driving, plus a bit of starting and idling action at the beginning of the driving video. Hope you like them. Okay, quick video of start up and idling on this XJS 6 litre. Lights all come up. Starts nicely. Oil pressure goes up as it should. It is idling hot, so the oil pressure will be quite low. Now we'll show you on the bonnet. 6 litre V12 here, running up to temperature. I'm just doing what it should. One thing, as you can see, the cruise control has been disconnected. But engine wise, just doing what it should do. I'll go around the other side. Okay, let's take this L registration Jaguar XJS 6 litre V12 for a spin, showing, well, let's say 121,000 miles. It's just underneath that. All the warning lights come up as they should, and starts nicely. Anti-lock light goes out. We'll turn the aircon off. The aircon actually seems quite cold on this one, actually. Into D, and off we go. Now, if you're going to have an XJS, the 6 litre is kind of the one to have. It's so turbine smooth, it's gorgeous. No signs of any, it starts on the button, whether it's hot or cold. No signs of any misfiring, hesitancy or overheating. Temperature gauge is sitting at about 1/3 up the scale at the moment. Good oil pressure, and it's completely rattle free and just glides along. If you can hear any squeaks and rattles, it's coming from the camera mount, not the vehicle. Shame it started to rain, but never mind. That time of year. But they're a joy to drive these. I'm at 6'6", I'm always a little bit cramped in these, especially if in this instance the headlining is sagging a bit, which so hence my head is touching the roof, which it wouldn't do normally. Well, touching the roof lining. Stops really nicely, so I don't want to go through this big puddle. It's just had, well, it was in storage for a few years. When it was bought out of storage, had new front brakes on it, so yeah, stops absolutely as it should. It's got the original stereo system in it. As we've said, it's coming up saying code, and we have got the code written down on a piece of paper, but I'm told you have to drive it for an hour before that will go off, which I haven't driven it for an hour, it's fair to say. Done a few miles in it, but not that many. As you can imagine, just more power than you really need in something like this, but it delivers it so beautifully. Just a lovely car to drive, and to my mind, they've really grown into their looks over the last 20 years or so. These late facelift big bumper cars, to me, really look the part. But, each to their own on that. There's certainly nothing like them styling wise these days. Steering wise, I'm not having to fight it down the road. On some XJS's you're forever correcting them because of the way the steering rack is mounted when the when the rubbers get a bit worn, but no issues on that front with this one. It's just doing what it should. Fortunately, we're now stuck behind a pickup truck, so we can't go particularly quickly. In fairness, these aren't really about going particularly quickly, although you can, with the 6 litre, really power along if needs be. They're a big Grand Tourer. Sort of thing you need to drive to the south of France quickly. One of these would be a great way to do it. For 2 people and their luggage. Bump and then cope with that perfectly well. And here we are. No funny noises or pulsing through the pedal under braking. Just doing what it should. I think that's pretty good myself. Enjoyed that. Hope you did.